Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt, Cichlid Dojo, back with another species update. As you can tell, this one is on the Mesoheros Festae, the red terrors. These are all collection point Rio Gaius. And videos, I actually captured this footage, I think about a month ago. It's been incredibly busy to put this video together, but finally had a few days here to do that, so went ahead and did that for you guys. Lots of exciting stuff happening here in this video. As you guys know, if you follow my channel, red terrors, my favorite species, not even close for a second species, but I've been growing these guys out for quite some time. Most of these in here are F1s off of an old wild-caught pair that I had. That female right there by the pot, she is actually a wild-caught Rio Gaius Festae. And you can see once that male comes around again right there, he's the guy I've been working on for quite some time now. If you go back and watch some of my older video, you'll see I have quite a few of these bigger ones. My buddy got some of them at about 1 inch as fry from me. He grew them out, thinking to that 5-6 inch point, and then I got some back because he had chosen his keepers, and there was a lot of back and forth as far as the sexes of them. You know, a lot of those females, not this wild caught, but that one right there you just saw. There's some bigger ones in there that you could definitely tell are female now, even though they're not showing their full color. They're not the dominant female in the tank. And right there, then those two. And I thought some of those were male. They're the largest out of the batch. They're showing a lot of spangling. They still have spangles right now, which is very odd, being the size they are. I would guess 7 inches plus. And they still have spangles. Now this male, obviously looking great with all those spangles. Probably the most spangled male I've ever kept. And I think he has a lot of potential. But he wasn't always the biggest out of the group. You know, he was getting picked on. He wasn't dominant. And so I went and divided him in this 180 gallon tank. Gave him a little section, I think a 2-foot section. And he was able to catch up in size, and you could see his attitude start changing as he surpassed the rest in size. I think after about 2 to 3 months, I put him back with them, and immediately he's all starting to color up, and you can see him. There's no one challenging him in this tank, and looks somewhat hopeful. Then he might pair up with this wild-caught female, absolutely beautiful female, and I can't wait for that. You know, unrelated, the wild-caught female with that F1 male would be a great pair if I can get that. But we do have some backups, as you can tell, those other females, and so he's kind of got his pick right now. I think there's a total of 4 females in here, and there's one smaller, what appears to be a male. But right there you see that other smaller male. They have a couple silver dollars, my favorite dithers, but yeah, they're doing pretty good. I don't think I could ask for more right now. You know, with the males, it's so hit or miss. I mean, let's say you finally get that fish, you know, that specimen, and he turns out to be the sex you want. You're going for a male. Maybe you start out with fry at 1 inch. That takes quite a while to grow them out to get to this size. I would say this guy's around 7 inches plus, and you know, I think probably total time it took about 2 years to get to this point, and still no pair, I would say, but it's looking very promising. And then once you get to that point where you got your your males and your females, then it's about if that male's going to accept any of the females in the tank. You know, that's always, I've had some really beautiful males that I've really liked, and you know, maybe they accept them at first, or sometimes they didn't accept a female at all, and then you know, just had to move on with the fish. You know, I'm not too interested in keeping a single fish in a tank, or you know, I really don't like to do the divided pair. So it's looking good so far. You know, I'm gonna knock on wood here. The male has all the traits that I really like in a breeder, and he's not overly aggressive at all. You know, he seems to take a little bit of a liking towards this wild-caught female, and fingers are crossed that there's no issues with that. And so then what happens next, right? The 6 foot, 180 gallon, if they do happen to spawn in a corner, I'm gonna have to observe that and see how it goes. You know, I'd like to have them in here, and if they can successfully spawn and I can pull out the fry and they don't destroy the other females in the tank, then I'm probably not gonna mess with it. You know, I'm not gonna mess with the dynamics, and I'm not gonna take the pair out and just try to do a solo pair in a tank. I usually like to have other festae around, or even on the other side of a divider. And so probably gonna let that be. So we'll see when we get to that point, you know. So I'll still need to keep the other females. I know a lot of people have asked me if I can, willing to get rid of some of them. Nope, not yet. But another option, I could take the pair and put them in that 240 divided with my wild-caught pair, which that would satisfy the having more festae on the other side of the divider, and it could possibly work that way. And then if I do get to that point, then I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with the females. But got plenty of time there, and just loving watching this tank, and can't wait to see this male continue to develop. Hopefully his profile continues to grow a little bit bigger and taller, and it's just definitely one of my favorite tanks to watch right now. As far as the other festae available, I do have some small fry. Message me if interested, and then hopefully get some out to you. But besides that, they're all doing great, and hope you enjoyed the update. Take care, guys.